Today, using our brand new subscription box, number 38, all about the pop-out scenes, we are going to make this super cute card. Look at this one here. Now we've got the aperture all included within the middle. You're able to do that with the die. So I tell you what, let's dive straight in and we will get crafting to show you how you can make this card. Straight away, and first off, we're going to bring in the 6x6 card blank that we can see here. Now I'm going to open it up. We're going to go in with this absolute gorgeous die here. Now this is all about the forest. We've got the fairy as well as that stag, that deer. It could be anything along those character lines. So what I'm then going to do is, using my low tack tape, I'm going to get this as central as I can. Not essential at this moment in time, if it's not bang on, but close to the center. Then what we can do is we can come along with our plates. What we can do is use them onto our cutting plate. We're going to go in with the same plate configuration as we would normally do, and we're going to run that one through. So what we can then do is get that aperture effect coming in, but you still keep that scene in place. So as this one runs all the way through, we can then remove all these little bits, and then we are left with this super cute aperture within the middle, and all that we need to do is just pop these little remaining bits out, and you can see it's starting to come to life already by one cut. Then what we can do is we can come along and, using the coordinated cardstock that comes included, and this is everything that we are using that comes included, this brown cardstock. I have cut it to 4x4, and what we're also then going to do is, using that same die, popping out the last remaining little bits that are left, and we're going to come in once again as close to the middle as possible, but it's not key at the moment if it's bang on, because it's all going to be layered over the top. So then if I sit that into the center, we're going to run them once through. Now my choice, of course, is the Gemini Junior. These will fit within the Gemini Midi. The only thing you need to keep in mind, of course, is the card size that you are using. If you want to do big cards, which you can do with this brand new subscription box, you're going to need your larger die cutting machine. But as this one comes out, we're going to come in here and we're taking all those little bits out because we don't need them. Once again, we are left with what is the aperture of the design. Now this one, you might see it's a bit angled, but it doesn't matter, because what we're then doing is this design, which also comes included of the pattern paper. I have cut this into 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. What I'm going to show you, what I've done is, using that same die, I have die cut out the pattern paper, but for speed, I'm going to show you on a piece that I've already got. To create this aperture circle, what I've done is, once I've die cut it out using the die, and then we're left with the design in the middle, I've simply gone around using my scissors, popping out all these bits. So we want to get that perfect circle, but without having to come along with any additional nesting dies or any layering dies. You've even got the emboss line that you simply follow around. That is how I've created this aperture within the middle, and this is what's going to create the covering of the workings. So then, using our tape runner, I'm going to go all the way round, and what I'm even going to do is I'm going to come in with my dotty tape runner. That's then going to go into all of these little bits. This is going to secure the design, because what we're going to create is this lovely effect using a little bit of thread. Layer straight over the top. So we're going to go right over, and then what I'm also going to do is a little bit of a drop shadow. So leaving that little bit of white showing all the way around, pressing into place. Then what I can then do is come along with some thread. Now thread you can get from, of course, your own crafty stash. It could be ribbon if you want to. It could be anything, as long as it's creating that little spinner within the middle. To do that, I'm adding my tape from my tape runner. So I'm going to add a bit at the top. I'm even going to add a little bit at the bottom. Then bringing in the thread here, I'm going to do it as close to the center as possible, and I'm going to press. Pressing that into place, it's going to hold. I'm going to take away that excess, and even these little bits here, what I'm going to do to secure it even more, I'm going to bend them over, pop them into the adhesive. So we can then press that one and then that one into place. What we then do, snip that excess. Then, to cover all those workings, in actual fact, even before you pop that thread, that's quite a funky looking card at a bit of an angle with that shadow popping through. But we are going to be using it as that little bit of a spinner card. So taking the pattern paper, we're going to go round with our adhesive. I'm using our tape runner. You can, of course, use any of your adhesive of choice. And we're going to work our way round. We can then come in, and then I'm going to place that over the top. So what we're doing is hiding all the workings, and then we can press that into place here. Secure that so it's nice and secure. Then what we can do is we can come in with another piece of the patterned paper. This one I have cut to 6 by 6, and then I'm going to go in again with my tape runner. The cardstock and the papers you get are a matte. So if you want to come in with your Harmony water reactive inks, then you can add lots of additional detail. Come in with your own crafty stashes from your embossing folders and add them, or keep them as simple as they are within your cardstock range within this brand new subscription box. Then within the stamp sets, you get all these super cute stamps. Now, we're not finished the actual exciting part when it comes to your card, but what we are going to do is layer these ones on. And what I have also done, using the same cardstock that comes from the box, press that one into place, we've got that secure, set that to the side. Using 2 of the cardstocks from the box, what I've done, going back to the stamp set, you've got 2 butterflies. Now with these butterflies here, what you've even got is the dies to die cut them out. Really, really diddy little die. That will work in conjunction with so many projects you've got at home. Stamp them out and die cut them. And then we've got these 4 cute butterflies. And it's 4 that I want. So we've got 2 in this tan card and 2 in the blue. So I'm going to go over with one of them, that is the blue, add the adhesive. We're going to go in with one of the tan ones, which is also the adhesive. So popping that one on, getting that tape runner going, making sure we've got the adhesive down the center of the body that we can see here. So if I move that one to the side here, we're going to come into play. We're going to move them, place them to the side, bringing in our card once again. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the butterfly upside down so the adhesive is facing up, and I'm going to pop the thread over the top so that it picks up. Then what we can do is sandwich it over the top here, and then we can do exactly the same when it comes to this deep blue cardstock. So we can pick it up, pop it onto our mat and overlay our thread. Then bringing in this last one, sandwiching it again. As it's got adhesive on both of the layers, what's going to happen is that's really going to secure it, and we are left with our floating butterflies within the middle. To finish off, all that we need to do is bring in the sentiment, add in our adhesive. I'm going to go in flat with our tape runner. If you choose to use your glue gel, your foam pads, all these additional elements you can do to add more drama, more depth to your card. Magical times are ahead. So we can then add that one to the bottom, into here. Then what we're going to do within this space, I'm going to come along and I've hand tied a bow from our craft kit, adding our adhesive into the back. I'm using our tape runner as it's nice and strong. And then also finishing off the last few things, the gems that come within the kit as well. I've gone into 3 of the different sizes, poking them up, using our pokey tool. So I've gone for the larger one, I've gone for the medium one, and then last but not least, I'm going to go for the smaller one. And then there we go, How fun is this worker dimensional card using a little bit of thread within the middle? We've created the scene. We're giving you that pop-out feature using the aperture, using the shadow. That has been made using subscription box number 38, which is all about the pop-out scenes.